right, so I don't know. Let me see. How can I don't want to say this. We're actually on the way to get an implement for the tractor. Heading over to Messick's. I wanted to get something actually that my birthday was the beginning of May. So I was contending on actually getting maybe a cabbed tractor or an implement. So we have an empty trailer. So let's see what we end up with. I am about 18 minutes away, and due to well, we all know the COVID-19, which I hate even mentioning, I stopped down the beginning of the month, and I grabbed some air filters and some fluids and some stuff to do like the service work. So I kind of got to observe how Messick's was operating under the so-called guidelines. Basically, you weren't allowed in the store. They had the front roped off. There were signs up to basically call in. They had a table set up outside. So basically I called in, and it was kind of just no different. Like I was watching and looking in the window, so I kind of could see the guy sitting at the counter, and we were just discussing what I wanted to get. So, you know, I mean, I got some of the HST fluid. I got stuff to do an oil change. I always like to keep air filters on hand. It's just something that's important to keep. Also with some fuel filters, so I got some of that stuff, which I can show you guys that if really need to. But the whole purpose of this is I stopped in there, and I actually talked to the one dealer and or the one salesman after I talked to the parts guy, because I was just kind of curious about what I had to do if I was going to trade in or possibly look to get another tractor, because ever since I got mine, I really wanted to get it with the backhoe, but the original salesman kind of talked me out of it, and I kind of wanted to keep my payments at the time 2 years ago below a certain amount. So you know, we got 5 years left to pay. So as it goes right now, I'm actually how can I say it? I got to talk to him. I did get a quote. I tried to send him the information on my tractor through the email. I don't know if he did grab it or what was going on. But anyway, I did get a quote. I found out what the costs were going to be, and well, I just they weren't offering the 84-month you know, no interest, but they still had it as a payment option. But it was like the interest rate was really low. The other thing that they were offering was, I don't know if it was 60 or 90 days, no payments. So I basically, with what I was going to have to put down with the trade-in, I would have had a higher payment per month than what I wanted to get the new tractor, which my plan was anyway, in 2 or 3 years, trade in and get one with a cab, which was what I wanted to do. So I know, based on with what's going on, maybe I was trying to rush it a little bit. I kind of feel like I'm running on here. So I did get a hold of someone over at the E-Town location, and kind of discussed the tractor a little bit. He gave me the quote for the payments on the tractor if I would have went that route. And like I was stating, you know, it just seemed cheaper for me to buy the black backhoe, because they were all, you know, they offer, you know, 2 years 0 interest on implements. So I kind of did a deposit, and I got the implement so that I can carry the K-Tech insurance on that. So most of what I did was over the phone. They had sent me some paperwork, no different. It was like the same kind of forms, similar to what I signed when I actually got my tractor when I was there. So that was a day ago or two. We got that straightened out. So I'm actually going over here now to the E-Town location at Messick's to pick this up. I communicated with the salesman. You know, as it goes, we're all trying to limit limit contact, limit travel, and you know, actually, you know, shortening your, you know, conversations, or shortening, you know, your actual contact with people, which helps reduce your chance of contacting this, if, you know, what they say is true or not. We got, in my opinion, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. There's too many contradicting facts, but that's not the basis of this video. So anyway, I signed all my papers, and I'm going over to pick it up. I'm taking my deposit with me. I'm supposed to call them when I get there. They're gonna load it on. I can get stuff strapped down. I gotta sign a paper or two, but I'll grab some video when I'm there of, you know, a couple tractors getting stuff loaded up, and, you know, we'll get this stuff straightened out. I'm really looking forward to getting the chance to get to use a backhoe. I don't know if it's a childhood dream, but I think it's going to be a really fun tool. I got a bunch of trenches to dig. I got some holes to dig, you know, and some really good videos to make. I'm also going to be doing the actual install onto the tractor of the subframe, the hydraulic lines and all. So that'll be in a separate video. I did look on YouTube and I could not find nothing except for people actually putting the implement onto the subframe that was already bolted onto the tractor. So there's instructions and stuff that go along with this, and if you see anything else, I do all my own maintenance. Mechanic for 20 years, on top of doing all kinds of other things. So hopefully this made some sense, and it's not too bad on the unstable tripod I have set up in here in the truck. So I'll see you guys when I get there and we start loading stuff up. Holy skid loader. Holy hell. I miss driving forklifts some days, man.
I haven't ever stepped foot in one yet.
That was fun. I worked at a box factory, and you'd get the stacks of sheets that they would run through the printing presses to make the box, and they would lay like sheets down and fold it up the side, like you would wrap, kind of like when you stretch wrap something, but it was like the other way, and they would band it, and you had to get underneath that on an angle and like flip the forks to get underneath of it and then set it down. So it really got to stop over here and get some parts out front yet. We got the backhoe loaded up, so I'm actually taking a quick drive through the shop here around the property. So I want to give you guys let you see what you can see. Looks like we got a bunch of fail mowers, rock buckets. Huh, that's pretty nice. Some big mowers, really big mowers. Some stacks of tires. It looks like we got more buckets over here. Lots and lots of buckets. 2680s, front loaders. Oh, there's a 2650. That's how they come. That's how your 2650 comes. Yeah, there's a 2650 in a crate. The fenders aren't on it. Everything's tied up nice and tight together. It's hard to believe it's that small without the tires on. Wow, pretty impressive. Loaders, 1, 2, there's 3 of them sitting there. Limited editions. Well, more backhoes all up on the buckets. A bunch of loaders. Yeah, like a couple buckets, I'll tell you that. Never have enough buckets. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, let's get up around here, get to the parts department. Here's some more stuff. Go. This is what we should have been coming for. This over here. One of these with a cab. They sure are pretty nice. I wonder what the cost on one of these B26s are. It's bigger. Like that. $820. Yeah, really. Really nice. I guess these are going to be the new options that are going to be replacing the X's. That's pretty cool. Check that out. It says KUBOTA across the front. 3310. It's got the leveling system on them. Wonder if the cabs are any different. 4-wheel drives down on the bottom, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like we got the 4-wheel drive adjustment on the bottom now. The seat. Smells nice and new. Maybe this is what we're going to have to get. Some really nice equipment here. Well, we just did the curbside service. I mean, it works good. It's actually pretty nice. I feel like you have more of a one-on-one experience. Try to get some more. I feel like you got a more one-on-one experience, but it does take a little bit longer to get everything taken care of. And it does get a little tight up through here, so hopefully we can get past this truck right here. So, well, you know, we're loaded up, so we're on our way home, and see you guys there.